What's up guys, Dark and Tiger here, the Tiger from Down Under with another toy review. How are we doing guys? How's everything going? I have finally have gotten it in. It has finally come. And that is pretty much what we're going to be reviewing today. So, pretty much without hesitation, let's just jump straight into it because I've been wanting to do this since it came out. So far I am really enjoying Kamen Rider Saber. Saber is doing really well. I know it's only a couple of episodes in, but I've so far enjoyed it. And there's so much uniqueness to it because there's so many different versions. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It's really well worth it. So today I will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Saber and Blades Senkai Driver pack. Now, I'll quickly explain this. So basically, when they announced it, they came up with a couple of different ones. You can get the basic box, which comes with Kamen Rider Saber in it, and then you can get an add-on, which would be Blades. Or you can get one that I got, which was able to give you both Saber and Blades in the one. And then there was another pack that gave you Blade with something else as well. Sadly, all three of those at the time I could not get. Luckily now I was able to finally get at least one of them, and I'm actually pretty happy with that one. So that is the one that we will be reviewing today. So let's have a look at it. So there it is. Can you see me up here? Yep. So there it is, and that's a big box. I'm really happy I got it. It is good. I'm glad because I always try to get the ones that give you a little bit, just a little bit more with the packs. I tried to do that with 01, didn't work out. Did that with Build, I was lucky, I got a few of those. I got it with Exade as well, and I think, if memory serves me, I did with Ghost as well, or Drive. Might have been Drive. I don't know, one of them. But yeah, so I'm really happy I was able to get this. Again, it is technically, as you can see, Saber and Blades, which is really good, since they are technically the first and second riders. It is very big. I was actually quite surprised at how they were able to get me this. This is huge. As you can see, it's taking up more of the freaking spot than I am. Really like it. I love the works. As you can see, Saber and Blades are on it. Freaking awesome. Love it. So, as you can see, like I said, Kamen Rider Saber, Kamen Rider Blades. Really cool. You get their little books, which, as you can see, it is Brave Dragon and Lion Senkai. Really cool. And then, obviously, you get the Senkai Driver. So, again, pretty big box. Really good. I'm glad I got both of them in this. So that's the front. On the side, you have got Kamen Rider Saber, Kamen Rider Blades, and how that driver will look. That's really cool. I like it. I think that's a cool design. It's very different. But yeah, I like it. On the other side, you got Blades and then Saber, and again, so it's pretty much the same. On the back, pretty much what you get in the box. So you get the two Wonder Books, the Senkai Driver, the sword, and then the changeable logos, I guess? I don't know. Open it up, says its usual things, pretty self-explanatory. How to do it. Open up the book, put in the driver, pull the sword, Kamen Rider Saber. Same thing with Blades. You put his logo at the tip of the blade to change the sword. And then put it in, and there you go, you've got Blade sword. Open up his book, transform, you turn into Kamen Rider Sabers. Or Blades, sorry, Blades. So yeah, all the different attacks. So yeah. So again, really happy that I got this. It is a heckin' big box. So you would think this would be a heckin' big driver or sword or whatever. Not so much the case. So with that being said, that is pretty much the box. Now let's have a look at the driver, the sword, and the 2 Wonder books. So, there's the driver with the sword already in it. The additional little blades handle, and then the 2 Wonder books. So very, very cool. So all that in one pack. That's actually really, really good. So what we're going to do first, we're first going to look at the books, then we'll look at the driver and the sword. So let's do that. So there's the books. Again, they are very, very tiny. They fit in the size of my palm. But very, very cool. Love the colors. Love the designs. Again, the blades on each of them. So yeah. For now, let's look at them individually, and then we'll go from there. So first up, we will be looking at Kamen Rider Saber's book. So, Brave or Dragon. And there's a really, really cool artwork of a dragon. Freaking cool. Now, I just found out recently, these indicate where it sits in a driver. I didn't realize that at the time. Obviously, we've seen Peter Fantasista and it showed it, and I didn't realize it. But now I have found out that's what they indicate, where they sit in the driver. So, pretty good there. Nice black with red, obviously. Looking very, very cool. We open this up. A little bit of the lore, history of it. And then we have a dragon breathing fire. If we open it up a little bit more. So there you go. And if we press the button on the bottom, and that's pretty much it. So again, very, very cool. Again, it does open up, but again, you need to press a certain button. I found that if you press that one in particular with a toothpick or a paperclip, it will work. But I think we'll leave it until we get it in the driver. Since we now have the driver, might as well. So, that is Saber's Brave Dragon. Now let's have a look at Kamen Rider Blade's Lion Senki. So there it is, Lion Senki. So this is Kamen Rider Blade's Wonder Book. Again, nice blue. Blade tip on the thing, speaker on the back. Really, really cool. Love it. Looks good. If we open this guy up, we have again, the lore. And then we have a lion charging at you with a little bit of a QR code. Very, very cool. I like the design of that lion coming at you. That looks really cool. Because he's sort of current, so water. That looks really, really cool. Okay, if we open this sucker up a bit more. Makes sense. Press the button on the bottom. Ooh. So sometimes you got to press it at a certain point and it'll get it. Again, it does open up, but we'll see that once we get it in the driver. Yeah, there you go. So that is Lion Senki. Really, really cool. I love it. I like his design. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's about. That's going to be really, really interesting. So, those are the 2 Wonder Books for both Saber and Blade's keep hitting the button. Drivers and transformation. I really like them. I think they're really, really cool. Now, each of these both have different second pages. I believe, as I said, on them there's little things that show you where they go on drivers. It's really, really cool that if you have 3, it will build an actual, like, a character. I think that's really, really cool. Again, it is definitely similar to things like, again, Kamen Rider Double, which will probably pop up there. because he has to put two things in and gets two different forms. So that's really, really cool. I like the idea of that. Really well designed. So yeah. So again, those are the two Wonder Books there for the main Saber and Blades. Now, let's have a look at the driver as well as their emblems. So, there's the driver, and there's the extra thing. Looks really, really well done. We'll look at the basic one for now. We'll look at the driver first. So first of all, pull that out. Get rid of this guy for the moment. And let us look at this. So this is the basic driver. Again, it doesn't look like much. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty basic. Got a nice hollow through. As you can see, there's a slot for each Wonder Book. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, I also found out that this doesn't actually take any batteries. I thought originally the batteries would go here, but the thing is though, this actually does nothing. As far as drivers go, this is pretty much the first driver where it doesn't really use the main unit. And you're probably going, Darken, what are you talking about? It's a driver. It is and it isn't. Technically, this won't work if you don't have this. And that's the thing. This is the main drive, the main power, the main everything. You need this to be able to make it work. Now, why I say that is basically in the show, Kamen Rider Saber, if you've seen it without giving away too many spoilers, when he calls for the power, he gets both this and the sword connected, and that's what it is. And then he goes from there, puts it on, bing, bang, boom, Senkai driver. It doesn't really do anything, this. Like, I've looked at it, there's no buttons, there's no switches, there's the only basic stuff here to open the books, and on the inside, I don't know how well this is going to show up, there is a couple of grooves and buttons that are inside here. So, I'm assuming this is just a holder for it. Normally, drivers would normally have that this is the main part, and this is where all the noise effects would come, all the different sound effects, lights, and all that. This time around, they decided to go, let's change it up a little bit. Let's not just rely purely on a driver, and let's do it with something else. Since it was Kamen Rider Saber, they thought we will just stick to a sword that does the main thing, which makes sense. So, with that being said and done, that is the base, the Senkai driver. Now let's look at the actual sword. So, like I said, that is the basic sword of it. When it comes in the packaging, it just comes with that, as well as the logos and emblems. So for now, we won't look at the emblem, we'll just look at this. So this is the main part of the Senkai driver. It is the blade. Again, I love the clear that's inside of it. Really, really nice. Basically where the emblems, logos, whatever you want to call them, sit. Trigger on it to do certain attacks. Nice black and silver, really cool. On the back, 3 batteries in the back here. Self-explanatory. And then you've got your switch right there with the speaker. So yeah, really, really cool. If you turn it on, Seiken Swordriver. So there you go. Now, I can just do the basic sounds, and that's all it does. Pretty self-explanatory, nothing really going on there. However, if I put this in this, that's pretty much it. Doesn't really do anything at the moment. So basically what that tells me is without a emblem or a Wonder Book, it won't do any of the main effects. Pretty easy, self-explanatory. You should be able to work that out pretty quickly. So with that being said, that is the basic thing, and that is what the main thing is all about, because it is Saber and all that. They use a weapon, which is also part of their driver. Really, really interesting way of doing it. Again, it's the new Reiwa era, so they obviously wanted to try something different. And they tried something really different with 01, I will give them that. But this is another notch. So, we will see how well this goes. Alright, so that is the sword part of the Senki driver. Now we obviously need to look at the emblems. So, with that being said, there's the logos. So, as you can see, we have both sabers and blades. So, blades is obviously current, so water style, which is really, really cool, like that. And then saber is, again, a flame effect. Or was it a blaze dragon? Flame dragon, whatever. So yeah, that is it. I love the logos, how they look. I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera. I freaking love how that looks. And that is also what he sort of looks like on his helmet, which is really, really cool. Again, it is a clear plastic, which is really cool. And there's also a little like a NFC reader in there, or a card. So that's really, really cool. I like that one a lot. So that is sabers. And this is blades. So blades is about the same. Just a little one off there, and then the thing. Again, current and see-through. Again, very, very cool design. I like it a lot. I think they're really, really cool. They definitely stand out because they've got to be like hilts for the sword. But very, very, very cool. So, that is pretty much what you get in the box. Now, you're probably going dark, and I'm sure you're going to do it. I'm like, yeah, of course. But I wanted to show you something first. So, with these, if you are going to be using the Seiken Swordriver, you obviously need these to be certain riders. Because unlike previous years, you've never had to worry too much about having to swap and switch. The benefit of other ones is you just have to use like a Proterize key or a Gashat or a Ghost Icon, and there you go, you've gotten that. This year they wanted to change it up, so they've definitely done that with these. But you're probably wondering, how do I get, say, these to work on this? Well, let me show you. We will definitely be trying Saber first, because he's the main protagonist. So to activate this with the Senki driver, all you have to do is get at the thing, at the tip, and if this... Seiken Rinka. So there you go. So if I do it again. So now the sword recognizes that I want to be Kamen Rider Saber. And all you got to do, because of that, and now I can turn into Kamen Rider Saber. Pretty easy, pretty cool. Now you're probably going, okay, fine, so now you get to be Kamen Rider Saber. How do you become Kamen Rider Blades? Pretty simple. So take this out, because we also don't want to use Saber, and we want to use Kamen Rider Blades. So, Blades, same thing. Watch the sword. So, same thing again. All you got to do is just put it over that. Clunk it in. And now, I'm Kamen Rider Blades. And as you can see, it gives you a nice little effect. Really, really, really cool. I have a feeling that's going to be for pretty much anyone that will be using the Senki driver. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I think they're going to be throwing in different ones as well. So that should be interesting. But that is the basic idea, how to change from being Blades to Saber and all of that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much more we are going to get with the other swordsman, I guess is the best way of saying it. Alright, so let's go back to Saber, sorry. So there we go. Pretty easy. Now, all we need is the main holder. So to do, pretty self-explanatory. You should have worked it out by now, but it is. We go through and so there you go. That is now your Senki Swordriver. I really like this. It's really cool. It does definitely have a little bit of weight. So that is the Senkai driver with the sword in it. We've had a look at the Wonder Books. Now you probably want to hear the sound effects. So let's jump straight into that, see what this sounds like. Again, this is probably not going to be one of my longest videos, but it's definitely going to explain, give you guys an idea of how they work. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got the Wonder Books. So let's get into it.
Seiken Swordriver.
So yeah, there you go, guys. That. You two need to calm the F down. Holy heck. So yeah, there you go, guys. That was the toy review of the Senkai Driver with both Kamen Rider. I've got to get it out now. Kamen Rider Bleeds, or Kamen Rider Saber's Brave Dragon, and Kamen Rider Bleeds Senkai Lion set, I guess. Again, really cool. You might have also noticed that I also put in Peter Fantasista. I thought I might as well, since we had already got it in. So there you go. You now got to hear what it sounds like in the Senkai Driver with both Saber and Blades effects. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure on how it all works. I'm still learning the ropes. The biggest thing I've noticed with it, and this has only come through from watching other people play it, is with the Saber, and I only found this out after I saw a couple of different people's reviews already. Basically, on the back of these Wonder Books, the Saber or the blade tip. Now, originally I thought that was a sign to say, hey, that goes into the driver. It is not. It's actually, as I showed, on the tip of there is a silver, and there is silver. And when doing so, you get Now, I did not know that until I only thought, oh, you can put this in the driver, it will do the sound effects, you close them, you open it up, and bada bing, bada boom, that's what you sort of got. So that is something very unknown. I'm glad I saw other people review this beforehand, and it gave me an idea what the point of that tip was. So there you go. Now you guys also know what it's about. Again, that was my tour review of the Kamen Rider Saber and Blaze Senkai Driver Emblem and Wonder books. So yeah, I really like this. Again, I'm glad they've sort of gone with a different style, different concept for Kamen Rider. I think that's a really nice choice. Hopefully we will see more in the future of both Saber and Blades, and maybe some of the other riders that are coming out, because I believe there has been, since this video has come out, there has been a few more swordsmen, as they are called, since, you know, swordsmen. They've all come out, so hopefully soon I'll be able to do reviews on them as well. So yeah, again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to keep up to date with any future other content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know when the videos do come out, make sure you hit that bell as well. Hopefully in the future I will be able to do some other things with some friends of mine who want to know all about Kamen Rider, so that would be really cool. And you might as well be up to date with that as well. You can also catch me 3 days a week over on Twitch. I'm there playing a variety of different games. Every now and again I do talk about Kamen Rider, since that is kind of my theme. And a lot of my alerts and things are Kamen Rider related. Go figure. As always, guys, my name is Dark and Tiger, the Tiger from Down Under. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.